Hello Pokemon trainers, Professor Chime here, and as you can see, I went a little overboard on Starlink toys. I got them for my birthday, for myself, and I just wanted them. There was literally no other reason other than I really am enjoying the game, so I decided to get all of them. You'll notice that I am missing one of the weapon packs. I will splice it in. I just ordered the fourth one. It was the only one that was missing in the store. But other than that, everything else is here, other than the exclusive packs that you can get through Target and GameStop here. So let's get them open. Alright, we are going to start with the 3 Starlink weapon sets that I picked up. In the game, you can snap them onto the ships and on the fly. And you can add like Hailstorm, Meteor Mark II, Crusher, Shredder Mark II, Iron Fist, Freeze Ray Mark II. Let's get these guys open. What's cool about them is they tell you how to use them. I'm going to go through each one just the same way when it comes to all the boxes. So this video is going to be relatively long, but you'll get to see everything that you can get through Starlink. Let's start with Hailstorm. You can launch bursts of freezing ice shots. The Meteor Mark II allows you to ram into enemies with a searing heat shield. So I'm excited to try that. That sounds really fun in this game. I gotta say, this game is super fun. If you have not played it, I highly recommend it. I am totally a big fan at this point. Oh, right. These packaging are so hard to get into, even in the regular game. So here is the 2. You'll see how they snap in here the same exact way. They'll go onto the ships, right onto them. When we get the ships open as well, I'll show you how they go right onto the ships. Second thing, we've got Crusher. Let's actually look at it. Create a devastating gravity well, which is something I'm super excited to try. And Shredder Mark II allows you to shred an enemy with rapid, heavy firepower, which makes me think of, since I got the Switch version of the game, the R-Wing has the cannons on it. If you don't have a weapon put onto it, it's got the R-Wing standard cannons. And they are pretty devastating on their own. So, just the same, I really like the quality and the type of toys that they really are. They're really meant to sit on a desk. Alright, so before we look at these, we've got Iron Fist, which we blast foes who get too close with shrapnel, and Freeze Ray Mark II, which freeze an enemy in crushing ice. Very similar. The Freeze Ray, I think, is something similar to the ice shots that came with the game, and those are pretty hefty on their own. So very cool. We got these. I love how all weapons have the icon put on them as a little sticker, so you can really understand what each one is and be able to go back and forth between them. One thing I really like about the individual figures are they have their own set of techniques and abilities, skill stats, the whole 9 yards. So you got Eli Arborwood over here, Carl Zeon, Razor LeMay, and Levi McKay. The Razor LeMay is and the Levi McKay are the 2 exclusive ones that can come with a ship, and it's a special skin of one of the ships that you can get, and they come with these two as well. So we'll start with Levi. Danger Zone. I remember in the game, he's he's an impulsive daredevil who defies impossible odds without a scratch. He is totally, like, the kid of the group, and he's all over the place. Like, he's definitely all over the place. So, let's get him open. I do love how these go on the pad too. They slide into the pad and then you put the ship on top. So it's super cool. Awesome. We will sit you right there. Razor, you're next. And she is Power Chord. So a Maverick Rocker whose blasting riffs blows enemies away. Ability is Power Chord. She is kind of awesome looking. She looks like definitely a rocker. And she's got headphones around her neck. She probably listens to heavy metal while she shoots things. These packs, man. The packaging is very well done. Here we go. She looks like she's about to take someone out. She's got a guitar on her back. So cool. Heavy metal rocker. Got Carl Zeon, which is a Vortex Shield. He is in the game, and same with these. Both of these guys are in the game as like shops, more or less. Brave Explorer, whose Vortex Shield returns enemy fire, and his ability is Vortex Shield. So, get him open. They all come with a little quick lot of words here. There's nothing. This is product care and troubleshooting, basically. It is a lot. Carl is probably the biggest one out of them all, but that makes sense. He is definitely a big guy. Very cool. And Eli Arborwood, the Gunslinger. I really like him. He's just... he reminds me of a Star Wars character named Embo from the Star Wars Clone Wars show. A lone marksman whose fast reflexes blast everything in sight. Ability is Gunslinger. He is probably my favorite out of all the characters that I just got so far. He's got his pistols. He's got a cape, and he's kind of a plant dude. Like, he's got a flower on his head. He's so flowery and plant-like. So, now for the big things. Let's start with the one that already kind of tried to open on me here. There we go. This is Neptune. It's a starship pack, levitator, judge, and so it's got a weapon already with it. It's got this guy here, and we'll find out. I think his name is actually Judge. Yep, Judge is mysterious alien with the power to slow time to his advantage. The levitator weapon up here. There it is. Hold enemies helplessly in the air for an easy victory. And the Neptune ship is endure heavy enemy fire with a tank-class ship. That's going to be a fun one to play. Especially the amount that I get shot at in that game. Oh my god. I get shot at so much. We'll start with, they're actually in there with little ties. This might take a second. There we go. So this is Judge. He is a big robot dude. He is still smaller than Carl, in my opinion. I'd probably say he's almost as big, but he's slightly smaller. And then the weapon. It looks like a missile. It kind of just looks like a missile. And then the ship itself. Then you can see where the character goes in there, in the game itself. Then you can plug weapons. One thing I really like as well is wings come off, and you can play around with different wings as well in the game. Like on the fly, you can pull a wing off and put something else on it. And I really like that about this game. So we'll sit you here and you here. Running out of room. So this is the Lance, and this is Hunter Haka. There we go. This is Hunter Haka and the Imploder. Hunter Haka is an honorable warrior, pierces multiple targets with his ship. The Imploder take out a group of enemies with a black hole. That sounds fun. And the Lance ship is an intercept fast foes with a performance class ship. Well, let's get it open. This packaging, man. There we go. Start with Haka, Hunter Haka. He is kind of a samurai. He's got like prayer beads on his shoulder. He looks like something out of like an old like Street Fighter kind of game, or a Samurai Showdown maybe. Very cool. This is the Imploder. Come from behind here. Imploder just looks like a big gun. And the Lance. So, as I mentioned earlier, we've got the place where it can go. Wings can come off, so if I wanted to swap out the wings here, I could change up the wing. And you could actually fly it like this, and there's different stats and different skills involved with changing out wings and stuff like that. So very cool. Let's put that right here. There we go. Next one. This one's probably my favorite. It makes me think of the swordfish. I actually said this when I did my initial playthrough. I should have that video up eventually, but I did a video where I played through some Starlink, and my immediate thought is this looked like the Swordfish 2 from Cowboy Bebop. This is called the Pulse. The gun is called the Volcano, and this is Chase Da Silva. She looks like a DC character that would probably shoot fire from her hands. That's what she looks like to me. Chase Da Silva, fearless racing prodigy whose boost of speed wins every time. The Volcano meltdown enemy armor with superheated shots, and the Pulse is speed across Atlas with a performance class ship. So she is a racer with a fast ship. Go figure. But the great thing about this game, you can mix and match. So if I feel like putting Haka in the ship, I could. First thing, the volcano. It definitely looks like it shoots fire. Very cool. Like I said, she totally looks like a DC character to me. I don't know. Just something about her makes me think of old school, like 1970s comic books. Oh, that was loud. Like I said, these are not easy to get out of here. There we go. So, the swordfish too. I mean, the pulse, I should say. Wings come off the same exact way. Let's have some fun with a wing here, see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's a cool looking wing to go on there. Very neat. Or maybe this wing here. Oh, well, that might be fun. I'll have some fun with wings next time I play. This will be an interesting mix and match, especially since I'll have all of the toys to go with it. Drop that onto you. And we got one more. This is the Nadir. The character is named Shade, and the Nullifier is the weapon. Shade is a character that's introduced at the very, very beginning of the game. She shows up in the cutscene, and she's being chased by bad guys, where in the version that I've got on the Switch, Star Fox comes and helps. Like the entire team comes and helps. Shade is a cunning smuggler who disappears and attacks without warning. The Nullifiers trap enemies in a vortex with guided gravity missiles. That's fun. And the Nadir itself is blast past enemy starships with a rocket class ship. So it's going to be a super fast one. I wonder if it's faster than in the R-Wing. The R-Wing is super cool. I definitely enjoy Fox's ship. Thing here. I'll get the Nullifier out. It's actually probably the smallest of all of the guns. It's definitely tiny. Shade right here. She looks like a rogue out of like D&D. She's got 2 knives. She's got the cloak. She definitely comes off very roguish. This is a cool looking ship. This is probably, honestly, now my favorite. I did say it was the other thing earlier, the Swordfish 2, the Pulse, but this has a skull on the front. It's uneven. It definitely comes off very hardcore. It's got 2 very different front wings here. And then it's got this kind of awesome face across it. And it's got these guys here on the side. It's been put together. It's one of those kind of ships that probably didn't start with these 2 wings themselves. But that's what it is. It's cobbled together. I think this is actually pretty cool. This guy on the back. Then you can see where it goes here. Slides right onto the pad. And one thing I really like about every character is if you put them into the cockpit, you can actually see them. It's just something you can see in the glass, and you can do it with every single one. So, I am super excited, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy playing this game with all of these extra toys and swapping them out and doing different things to them. as always, check out my other videos. I'm sure you also can probably see somewhere the video that I did when I got the Switch version, and it is just as cool, and I'm super excited about it. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this game. Check out my other videos. As always, like and subscribe, and stay cool, everyone. I'm gonna have some fun with some Starlink now. Why don't you switch it up and check out the other videos to the side here, and then like and subscribe down below.